Hey, tonight I'm talking about the Real Housewives of Atlanta, Season 5, Reunion Part 1. I'm going to start off with what I thought the ladies looked alike, and then we get into the reunion. I thought that Candy looked nice. I thought her hair was on point. I thought her dress was on point. I loved the layer of the weave. It was really pretty. It was a new look for Candy, and apparently she got be looking at the blogs, or somebody, or hairstylist been looking at it, because she was on point. To me, I thought Candy looked at the best, because to me, Cynthia always looked beat. So to me, I thought Candy looked at the best tonight. Nene looked at a hot mess. I didn't like the gold hair in the turquoise dress. Like, she was gone with the wind. Fabulous. She was going to twirl away some damn wear with that dress on. I don't know. Portia looked pretty. Always pretty. She's always looking like a little Barbie doll. Cynthia, she's always glamorous, pretty. I liked her dress. I liked her hair. Everything. Whoever is her glam squad always knows to have her on point at any given moment. But I guess that's what modeling teach you. Like, you always got to be on point. Phaedra, she looked comfortable. I didn't like her ponytail. I didn't like nothing about it. I just think she looked comfortable. She was like 8 months pregnant. She like, I'm not finna get out here and do shit for y'all. Kenya looked alright. I didn't like her, so I'm not gonna give her too much of a good kudos. Alright, she tried. Her and her damn fan tried. They showed Kim gonna be on the next episode, and part 2, and she looked alright. I didn't like her hair, but she looked alright. Moving on, start with this reunion review. So much shade was through this whole episode, just shade, and most of the shade was through at Kenya like sandbags. Like, this bitch was getting hit left and right with shade, and well deserved. They started talking about Candy suing Kim over their tardy for the party, I guess, song. Ring don't mean anything. I don't know. But she's suing her because she want her kudos, because she feel like if Kim gonna get some money, she wants some too. I feel like this shit should have been solved in episode 2, or 3, or whatever episode Candy came in. But okay, whatever. Y'all need some more storyline for the next season, I guess. Then she's gonna have Phaedra as her lawyer. Bad idea. Phaedra was not a good lawyer to Sheree and her shit with her husband. She wasn't a good lawyer to Bobby Brown, because he always went to jail. Apparently, I hope she wasn't Apollo attorney, because he went to jail. But I don't know. Moving on to, they show footage of the ladies saying off the chain stuff. They didn't know if he said, I don't know if you guys knew you guys were being filmed, but they just showed some bullshit about what they were saying, and them being honest and open, and Nene really out of her shell. Then they show how they asked Phaedra, all the ladies, was they insulted by Phaedra's cover up, whatever she called it, that bathing damn suit with her ass out. And everybody said they wasn't offended, but Kenya felt some kind of way. And if you look at my reviews, I did too. I felt like, just like Kenya, like, ooh, I felt like Kenya. Surprise. But yeah, I felt like that shit wasn't appropriate to come around other people's mans. You wasn't just in front of Walter. You was in front of everybody else's husband to be coming out like that. That wasn't a time or a place. But yeah, that was stupid. Then they talk about how Kenya flirted with everybody, how she thought she was Beyonce, and I'm glad that Andy called it out that, like, did white people think you were Beyonce? And she was like, yeah. And I was like, no, did blind people think you were Beyonce? Because, bitch, no, not the hair, not the way you dress, not the way you act. You ain't got no man like Beyonce. You ain't got a baby like Beyonce. Bitch, shut up and stop saying people think you her. She could have chose anybody else in the industry, but not the one that is known by everybody and loved by many people. They bring up, Andy asked her, would she have a threesome with Phaedra and Apollo? And she did not say she wouldn't have a threesome with Apollo, but she did say she wouldn't have a threesome with Phaedra, but she will have it with Candy. Candy was like, hell no, don't put me in that. And I was feeling her like, no. Boo. Todd would be like, hell no. Because I think she would wake up the next morning, probably that night, and think she's married to Todd. Like, bitch, ain't nobody gonna have a threesome with you. Not even 2 girls. Not gonna happen. Nope, I don't even think one person want to sleep with you, let alone 2 people at the same damn time. Anyway, they talk about her being cancer free, and she felt some kind of way for Nene, and she said she felt some kind of way for the girls not reaching out to her. Only person reached out to her was Nene and Cynthia, and Nene was like, "Don't be surprised. These girls was not gonna reach out to you. Like, why did you expect that? Don't expect that." And Portia was like, "I wasn't. Like, you didn't deserve it. Like, you throwing shade all the time, and then you want somebody to reach out to you, and then you don't reach out to other people. Like, bitch, gone with the wind with that one. Like, who's gonna reach out to you the way you talked about these women? Every woman on the show, you talked about either in their face or in the confessionals, and you want somebody to reach out to you? No. And bitch, you didn't even have nothing for them to reach out to. Like, come on. Like, can you shut this shit up? Like, nope, Anyway, moving on to, they show Nene being fabulous, her footage of her being fabulous, and she's a rich bitch, and she's this and she's that. Boo, whatever, didn't care. They showed about her not letting ladies in, and Candy still felt some kind of way because she felt like you had people there, you could have let us in, like you were just being shady. And Nene felt like, this is my damn house, my rules, y'all wasn't getting in, period, point blank, shut the shit up, whatever. And I feel like Nene, like, this my house, my rules, y'all didn't follow the rules, y'all wasn't getting in. Then they asked her, Nene, about the shade between her and Candy. And Nene couldn't take that heat to me. Nene could not take it where Candy was telling her the truth. Like, you throw so much damn shade and then don't like it when people throw it at you. Or you say Candy's a hater when she say something about you. Then you tweet like so much like a little girl. Like, come on now. And I felt everything Candy was saying. Everything Candy was saying when it came to Nene. Kenya and Portia's beef. They start from the beginning, and Portia felt like from the moment we had lunch at the beginning, you was coming after me, and which was true. Like, you was mad that she had a husband and wanted some kids and all this kind of stuff, and she had this life that you apparently wanted, Kenya, and it showed. Cause and like Portia said, you were coming after her, like, all the time. You was always coming after her. Then I was mad, like, people was getting mad that Portia called Kenya old, but I'm like, I feel like Portia, like, this bitch is always calling me young. Like, come on now. And the bitch is too old to act like that. Everybody was talking about how wrong she was for her trying to make, what's her name, Portia to come as Halle Berry and Babs. And everybody felt that was wrong. Everybody felt that was shade. She was trying to say it wasn't like that, but Portia was reading that bitch for filth. Like, on every little thing, Portia read her, and I was so happy that Portia read her. This whole time, Portia, people were saying how dumb Portia is, or was, through this whole season. Portia made up for every damn episode y'all called her stupid. She made up in this damn reunion part 1. She read the shit out of Kenya from the beginning to the end. And when she called her out on the lady that was from Detroit that won the title, I was like, bitch, tell her, yes, please go off on her. Like, Kenya couldn't even say nothing that Portia was reading her so bad. She couldn't even say shit. All she kept doing was pulling out her stupid ass fan. And I was so happy when Candy told her, like, can you please put that on the other side? But you noticed she didn't do it. So apparently that fan was for your ass too, Candy. They show how Cynthia and the Bailey agency and how she's supposed to be doing it for the Bailey agency. Wasn't doing nothing. Then they was asking her about how she act. People was saying how she act different from previous seasons to now. And she was like, you're damned if you do, you're damned if you don't. Because people was calling her a shit starter on this one. And you was, Cynthia. You was a real big shit starter. You started that shit between Kenya and Phaedra, and I was wishing they read your ass on that. Like, you went back and told her what Phaedra said. And I was really hoping that they brought that up, but you know, with editing, they didn't show everything. They showed her be kind of with Kenya, and they kind of moved past that, which I wish they would have got in that. They might show the part where her and Phaedra got in with the booty dialing thing, but they didn't show it this episode, but I was wishing they did. Then we get to the end, and this is where I stopped writing notes because I was all in. Well, I didn't stop writing notes, but I was all into this one because I just couldn't believe Kenya. But her and Phaedra start going at it. They start talking about how Kenya stole Phaedra's idea, and she was like, no, I didn't steal the idea. And even Candy kept calling her out, like, yes, you did. Like, yes, you did. And she was just like, no, the production people came to me and said that, was I going to be in the video, so I just felt like it was right for me to do a video, and she didn't have copyrights on this, and all this stuff. And I'm sitting there like, for real? Come on down, naked. You gonna come through? And then, what else happened? Oh, then they just started going back and forth, calling each other crazy. They was battling just over really stupid stuff, but I felt like Kenya was really out of line. Kenya was so out of line. She just weird. Like, even like she did, like Phaedra was like, yes, I said you drink too much. I think you're crazy. Like, you are. And then I like how Phaedra was reading her, because she was like, everybody on the blogs have said that. Like, you have a fake boyfriend, you fake booty, your booty is from made in Mexico. I love how Phaedra read her. And everybody apparently on the panel was loving it, because Nene was laughing, Cynthia was laughing. Portia was getting her life when they was going at it. Portia was, if you watch it, Portia was getting her life. Only thing that I like that Kenya said out that whole argument when she was like, don't come for me unless I send for you. That was it. That was the only thing about that whole argument I liked. But I didn't like how she tried to threaten Phaedra, and even was talking about how she'd beat her up even being pregnant. Like, bitch, are you serious? Like, do you know how many people are going to come for you now that you're going to say you're going to hit a pregnant woman? Like, bitch, are you really that dumb to say that on camera? But apparently, yeah. Apparently, yeah, she from Detroit, remember? And she feel like she can get down with the best of them. Bitch, please. Probably ain't even lived in Detroit and I don't know how long. Shut up. She just as stupid as they come. When she was talking about the people, the difference between the Miss America and the Miss USA. And I was just like, you are digging your grave with your career. Like, she talking about, I made Phaedra relevant. And I'm like, you did? When? Like, she was relevant when she came on the show. When she came on the show, and her husband was a convict. So she was relevant right there. And then why am I tripping off this door? But yeah, she delusional. She's really, really, really delusional. Anyway, that's my review for The Real Housewives of Atlanta Season 5 Reunion Part 1. Make sure you rate, comment, subscribe. Share my videos on Facebook, Tumblr, Twitter, Google+. Make sure you keep me. My Twitter is thaghettoview at THA, not THE. My Instagram is Miss Nika, MIZZNEKA69. And my Facebook is The Ghetto View. My KEEK is The Ghetto View. Everything I do is The Ghetto View. So talk to me and I'll talk back. Alright, peace.